Hello everyone, this is Namrata. Hope you are doing good and staying safe during this pandemic time. In today's session, we will be talking about reports and dashboards in Lightning. We will discuss about what is a report, what is a dashboard, various types of reports available, what is a folder in the reporting, how can we go ahead and provide the access to the different set of users or roles, creating different report types like tabular, matrix, summary, and join. And we'll also talk about different types of dashboards which are available. And we'll discuss about custom report types, creating a new custom report types, and with that custom report type, creating the reports. Before we get into the details, those who are watching our video for the first time, I would request you all to please do subscribe our channel SFDC One Stop, and also please do visit our blog sfdconestop.blogspot.com that has different other information. Now let us get started. Salesforce offers a very powerful reporting and analytics tool that plays a very key role for every business. Leadership of business would always like to know the key metrics for an organization, like the performance metrics, for example, how the organization is doing, what and all are the monthly sales of an organization, quarterly sales. Now, if you consider the Service Cloud module, business would be interested to know how many number of the cases are raised per month, per quarterly, how many cases are resolved, how many cases were raised with 7. Likewise, there are different KPIs which business would like to know. That's where Salesforce reports and dashboards play a very key role. Reports and dashboards show us how we performed, how are we performing, and they are key to driving success for any of our projects. Based upon these reports, we can spot the trends and we can act on them immediately. Hence, it is very important that we capture the information rightly and we represent it in the best format. So it is always very important that we gather all the requirements, we ask the right questions, and we build the application by keeping reports and analytics in mind. Now let us get into the slide deck and understand each of these terminologies in detail. What is a report? Report is a list of records that meet the criteria you define. It helps us to understand our data, analyze our data, and organize our data based upon the business requirement. It displays the data in the form of rows and columns. Now, whatever the report you create in the Salesforce, those reports should be stored in a folder. These report folders determine how the reports are being accessed, who can access them to either view the report, edit the report, or manage it. The folders can either be public, it can be hidden, or it can be shared with set of users, set of roles, subordinates, public groups, etc. Let's discuss what is a dashboard. Dashboard is a visual display of key metrics and trends for records in our organization. It is a pictorial representation of your data. The relationship between a dashboard component and report is 1:1. That is, for each dashboard component, there is a single source report. So we'll discuss about this when we talk about our when we go into our demo about the dashboards. Like how we discussed in reports, you store the reports in a folder. Likewise, the dashboards are also stored in a folder. Different types of reports: standard reports and custom reports. Standard reports are reports which are already existing in the system, and custom reports are the reports which are created for our custom objects. There are different formats of reports available: tabular, summary, matrix, and join. Let's talk about each of these in detail. Tabular reports are the simplest and the fastest way to look at the data. It is mainly related, it is similar to the spreadsheet. So they consist simply of an ordered set of fields in columns with each matching record listed in a row. Tabular reports are best for creating list of records or a list with a single grand total. These reports cannot be used in dashboards. That is something which we have to keep in mind. Tabular reports cannot be used in the dashboards. Now, what is summary reports? Summary reports are very similar to the tabular reports, but allows users to group rows of data, view the subtotals, and create charts. What is a matrix report? Matrix reports are also a little bit similar to the summary reports, but allow you to group and summarize data by both rows and the column, whereas summary is different. It is only rows, and matrix, it is rows and column. What is a joint report? Joint report lets you create multiple report blocks that provide different views of your data. You can create multiple joint reports, and we will create all of these different formats of reports in our demo. What is a report type? A report type is like a template that makes our reporting very easier. This report type determines which fields and records are available for use when creating a report. So based upon the relationship between the primary object and its related objects, report type is built based upon that. So there are standard report types and there are custom report types. Standard report types are the report types which are already existing in the system, and custom report type are the report types which you create based upon your business requirement. Suppose you have three different objects, custom objects, and you wanted to there is a relationship established between all of these three different objects. So what you do is, if at all um, you cannot go ahead and build your own report, build your report based upon existing report types, you create a custom report type, and using that report type you create your reports. Now let us get into the demo. Let's log into our DevOps. So I already log into my DevOps and open application and Lightning application, that is Service Cloud application. I have this console open, and here let us open reports. If you have not added this reports tabs to your navigation pane, what you can do is you can click on edit, and from the add more items you can add reports to the navigation item. Since the reports is already added, let me close this. Let's go to reports tab. So here on the left hand side, you see all of these informations which is available. As a step one, what we do is we will create one folder, and for that specific folder we will create multiple reports. Now let's talk about what is a business use case. We can consider the Service Cloud example because we already have the Service Cloud console application open. So the business requirement is, business or leadership would like to know total number of the cases which opened, number of the cases which got closed, and total number of the cases which are raised as 7. So we'll have to create different types of reports, and we will have to show up in a dashboard. And business also would like to get all of these, like number of the cases opened every month. Leadership would like to get an email notification about all of these, how many cases were open. So we'll see all of this, how we can achieve that business use case. So as a first step, what we do is, let us create a folder. We will create a folder called as SFDC one stop 1, and the folder unique name gets auto displayed, and save it. So we have created a folder now. Now this folder is empty because you haven't created any report. Now let us create a report. From the right hand side, click on new report. A report builder will open, and it will ask us to choose from the existing report types. So our use case is depending upon the case object. So we can make use of the standard report types which is available in the system. So from the search for cases. So here you see these and all are the different report types which are available with case as a object, and its associated or primary or related objects. But for us, we are mainly concentrating on the report cases. So let's click on cases. So this is how the initial report builder will look like. And the left hand side, you see all the fields which are available for that particular object. So you have the case owner, what and all of the fields, standard fields, custom fields which you have created for that particular object. All those fields will be visible. And let us click on this, hide this. So these and all are the rows and the columns. Based upon your requirement, you can add the columns, what and all of the columns you would like to be displayed. So I would want the case number. Okay. then that is getting added. I would also want to know the status, whether the case is opened or case is closed, what is the progress, how is it working, although that information. So I pull the status field, and I don't want these, so I can remove all of these by clicking on remove. And I would want the case number to be displayed as first. I would want the status to be displayed as after case owner. So this is how I want my simple report to looks like at the initial step. Let's see what is this filter. These are all of the different filters. So this filter is mainly used to display the information based upon your criteria. Suppose the criteria, if business asks you, please show me all the cases which are closed, then what you can do is you can filter it based upon the status. Click on status and operator equals to closed. You can click on apply. But for now, our business use case is not that. Here it is asking, this filter shows me all the cases, whether you want all the cases, you want my cases, cases owned by my team or by my queue, open date, whether it is all time, you would like to customize it, start date or end date. So for now, let us keep all of these as is. And these are the different columns. So for now, what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to create a very simple tabular report, and I would like to subscribe or schedule this report so that my manager gets a notification about the simple report, the total number of the cases raised every day. So this is what is my this. And yes, let's also add date, open date, when was the case open. That is also an important column that is needed. So click on run. So here you see there are about 111 records, total cases which got opened, and let us try to do it in the ascending order. That is the case which got opened for the first case which got opened in the organization. So we got this report. Now let us save this report. Click on save, and I would want this to be saved as new cases report. The unique name gets auto populated. If you want to give any description for this report, you can give, and this is where the folder come into the picture. Private folder is the folder if at all you are doing some research and you do not want anybody to view your report, you can save it in the private reports and it will only be visible to the person who has created it. So, but for my business requirement, I want this report to be saved in my folder which I created. So from the right hand side, select the select folder, and this is the folder I want my reports to be created. So select this folder, and let's save this. This is how you have created a simple tabular report which has certain column information like what is the case number, who is the owner of that specific case, what is the status of that case, what is the account name which is associated to, what is the subject, and very basic information like when was the case open, date, time open, all that information. And I have saved this report in one of the folder. Now let us go to the same reports tab and let's go to all folders and created by me. So this is the folder which I created just now, SFDC one stop. Let's go here and see this is the report which is available. Now, if you want to give your business access to this report, you have to share this folder to your business users. So what you do is go to created by me folder, SFDC one stop. From the drop down, you see share. Click on share. This is how you share the folder to certain group of users in your organization. So you can share this folder either with set of users, roles to a certain role, internal or partner subordinates, role and internal subordinates, public groups. So I would like to share this folder to a set of public groups. So in the name, I will choose high priority cases and I will also choose low priority cases. So these are the two public groups which I created in while we were doing previous demo. So whoever are the users who have access to these high priority cases will also have access to this particular folder, that is SFDC One Stop 1. And whatever the reports are there in this specific folder, all those users will have access to all those reports. Now, this is where you define what access these users should get, whether you would want to give them the view access, you would want to give them the edit access, you would want them to give the manage access. For me, the business use cases, I do not want my business users to go ahead and do any modification to the reports I created for that specific folder. I would want them to be given only view access. So I'm clicking on view access and click on done. So this is how you give or share the folder to certain set of users. Now there is another requirement which we discussed. You would want to schedule this report or subscribe, do the subscription of that report every day or every week to your leadership team. How can you do that? Let's go to this folder. Let us go to this report. In the right hand side, click on this down arrow and you see subscribe. Click on this. This is how you do the subscription. If you want to send the report every day automatically, weekly or monthly. Based upon your requirement, you can choose either you have to send this email notification every day or weekly or monthly. For us, the requirement is I would like this particular report to be sent every week, every Monday at 7 a.m. 9 a.m. morning to certain set of users. It has to be sent to me and it has to send to another set of users. For me, only this user is available. So click on add and then close this. Here you see this particular report snapshot will be sent to myself and another set of users. Now you wanted to run report as myself or another person. For me, the business requirement is let's use it for me and let's see what is this another person in our next session. And then click on save. This is how you do the subscription or you schedule a report. So what it happens every Monday at 9 o'clock, the report will be sent to the recipients whom you have updated. And this is how you give the access to you can share your folder, whether you want your users to view the folder or edit the folder or manage the folder. That is something which you can do. How you can do the subscription or schedule the report, that is something which we have talked about. So in our next video, we'll talk about creating another different types of reports, that is summary report, matrix, joint reports. We'll also talk about what is a custom report type, and then we will get into creating a dashboard as per our business requirement. So that's it for today. I hope you got some information about what is a report and different topics that we have covered. Until my next video, thank you all and have a good day. Bye-bye.